Welcome back to another exciting chapter in Cooking with the Robies. Today we're going to show you guys how to turn these ingredients here into a great Sunday night meatloaf dinner. I'm going to show you how to turn this into this. And oh wow, that's a plate right there. Can't do it much better. So here we go. Okay, so I got my potatoes here, got some string beans here, 3 eggs, 4 garlic cloves, 1 onion, sour cream. This here is breadcrumbs. This is Italian style breadcrumbs. Some Worcestershire sauce, a little bit of barbecue sauce, ketchup. I'm going to be using probably about 2 pounds, maybe 2.5 pounds, or probably 3, maybe 3 pounds of ground beef. I'm going to be putting 2 slices of bread into each pound. That's going to keep it moist and all put together. Okay, so let me go ahead and get these string beans all cleaned up, get my potatoes peeled, and get right back to you when I finish. Okay, so I got my beans all cleaned up, unpeeled my garlic, diced up the 1 onion, and they're really small. I got small pieces diced up. Some of them big, but. And I got my potatoes all cleaned up. I'm going to be cubing these into, I'm going to cube them into 4, but the bread, I went ahead and I'm cutting all the outsides of the crust off. And then what I'm going to do with this, I'm going to dice these up in small little pieces. And we'll show you how that looks here in a minute. I got all my bread, the crumbs, they're like about this size. Remember, I cut the trims off and just diced them up like that in the little pieces. I don't know if you can see it, but just small little pieces. Okay, so we're going to get I already got my pot ready. I'm going to start getting the potatoes in the water. Then I can clean up this little station and we'll work on the meat. Alright, got that done. Okay, I added in my 3 pounds of meat, diced onions, diced up garlic. I'm gonna be adding my bread in here. And the 3 eggs. Usually I use 1 egg per pound of meat. I will be adding a little milk, about a ½ cup of milk. Dry ingredients in my meat. I'm just going to start trying to work this around. Get this the egg incorporated in there. I use 1.5 cups of the Italian breadcrumbs. Smells delicious right now, and this is not even cooked. I'm gonna add a little bit of, this is a cup of milk, gonna add a little bit in here right now. Just about half of it in there. Because I want that bread that I put in there to actually gets soaked up. Let's add the other half in there. This meal we've cooked plenty of times on Sundays. It's just a hearty meal for Sunday with some mashed potatoes. I'm gonna saute the string beans in butter and garlic. So it's like a butter and garlic. It's really good. It's like a butter and garlic infused string bean. A little salt, a little pepper, butter and garlic. Not much to it. And I am going to have to add one more egg because I just looked at the meat and I had 3.5 pounds. So I'm going to add one more egg in here. And when I found that out, I'm going to go ahead and add another 1/2 cup of milk. Put that to the side. About a tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce. I don't have a tablespoon, but I'll measure it out there. That's about a tablespoon. Okay, I'm going to finish with this extra. Finish mixing it up. Yeah. Once it's all mixed up, I got a loaf pan ready. I'm gonna stick it in that. Set my oven, preheat my oven to 350. It's gonna go from 45 minutes to an hour. Halfway through, I'm gonna make a glaze for it. Alright, that's done. Let's get ready to pan it up. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and grease my pan up. You can use any kind of oil, just put a little grease in there. So wipe that all around in there. Get ready to stick this meatloaf in there. All right, let's get her all in there. Putting it in batches so I can sort of make sure it gets all in the right spots here. Perfect size. Try to get that sort of back into a loaf. And I'm not pressing really hard. I'm just trying to push down a little bit to get in all the edges here. So I have a nice formed meatloaf. It's looking good. So I'm just going around the edges, sort of tucking her in. Looks good to me. Now all we have to do is wait for that. This is gonna sit here until it gets to temp. So there's a nice meatloaf stuck in here. and we'll get. I better get these potatoes started. Okay, those will cook probably about 30 minutes, but I'll be checking on and off, so we'll have to see how it goes. I'm going to be covering this with foil for now, probably for about 20 minutes, or probably halfway, probably 30 minutes. Then I'll take the foil off, put a little bit baste on it, and then stick it back in. Okay, since we're here, let me get the oven set up. Let's get the oven, bake. Next, it's at 350. Start, and then we'll just wait till it gets up to 350, and then we'll throw our meatloaf in. Let's get her in the oven here. And I put the foil on it because I didn't caramelize my onions, and I purposely didn't want to do it that way. But put the foil on it so the inside temperature can actually raise up, and it'll get those onions caramelized inside the meat. Okay, well, we still have the meatloaf in the oven. I'm going to go ahead and get my sauce ready, my base ready. I'd say I'm going to use like a cup, about a cup of ketchup. I don't have the measuring thing with me, so I'm at the eyeball a cup. And I don't want it sticking in the cup, so. I'll say that's close to it. I'm gonna be adding maybe about 5-6 tablespoons of this. This is sweet baby Ray's barbecue sauce. Made a mess. Gonna have to shake this a little bit. Get it down to the top where it's gonna be spurting. That should be it. Then I'm gonna add about a tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce. Come on. Alright. That should be it. Get her all whisked up. Halfway through. Take her out here. Smells delicious. Okay, I'm going to be taking my sauce, giving a nice little coat here. And this will be going for an hour, total of an hour. We got 30 minutes in right now, but we'll be going an hour because it's a big meatloaf. So But I will be probing this, so don't want to eat any raw meat, for sure. But this will get probed when it comes out. Now it's going to go in uncovered. And I'm going to be saving this rest of the sauce for the second time I baste it. And then I'm not doing gravy today, so this will go on the sides of the meatloaf, so it'll be nice and juicy when you eat it with the mashed potatoes. All right, so okay, now we're gonna do the mashed potatoes. I got a cup of milk here, got my sour cream. This is about half a stick of butter. I'm just gonna go ahead and put this in the microwave, melt it down a little bit. Okay, gonna start mashing the potatoes up. Once I get them all sort of mashed up, I'll start adding in my liquids. Gonna add in my milk. Gonna use a tablespoon of sour cream. Let's use 2. And we're going to add our melted butter. Keep mashing these up. Smell good. Once these are all mixed up, mashed up, I'm gonna go ahead and add a little salt to flavor, and we'll go from there. I am gonna add about another quarter cup of milk and another half stick of butter. And I'm gonna go ahead and add a little salt in here. Probably about half a teaspoon of salt. And finish mashing these up. Or mixing them, I should say now. These are creamy. Add just a pinch of black pepper. That should do it. Let's get it all mixed up. All right, see where we're at here. Oh yeah, that's spot on. Let's get to the next. Meatloaf just came out. It's not ready yet. It's got like 20 more minutes, but I'm gonna put another base on here. You see how it looks so far. That looks gorgeous. Then when we come out, we'll check our internal temp. While this is in there, I'm gonna saute the string beans. Just waiting for my pot to heat up. Got my string beans here. Gonna use half a stick of butter. Well, about maybe 3/4 stick of butter. Gonna be using black pepper, I'd use regular garlic, but I'm feeling lazy right now, so I'm gonna use granulated garlic and some onion powder. I'd use onions, but like I said, I'm a little tired, so onion powder. I'm gonna grease it first. Once it gets hot, I'm gonna grease it with a little avocado spray before I put the butter in. I like using avocado oils or sprays because the heat point's really high. It's higher than vegetable oil, so I don't have to worry about smoke flying all around the place or burning my string beans. Good. Get my butter going. Waiting for this to come to a melt up. Let's get these string beans in here. I might end up adding a little more butter, I'm not sure yet. Get them nice, get the coating on everything. I'm gonna be putting a top on it so I can get these cooked a little faster. I'm trying to get this ready before my wife goes to work so she'll have lunch. But okay, let's wait for this. And that should be it. Plate it up. Call it good. You guys, you'll love this recipe. Follow it. I'm gonna be putting the amounts, quantities of everything in the description below. So until then, let's finish this up. The string beans almost done. Mashed potatoes are done. Let's check our temp on our meatloaf. We're at 170 and climbing. We're good. Yep, it's still climbing to 180. But yep, let's get it plated up. All right, everything's out. Mashed potatoes. String beans are nice and done well. That's my meatloaf. Gonna get a plated up, show you the end result. It's all done. I'm gonna plate up a plate. And as you see them, this is your plate actually. So how much do you want? Get some mashed potatoes in here. And some string beans. They cut it up. And oh wow, that's a plate right there. Can't do it much better. All right, until the next video, don't forget to like and subscribe. The next video is gonna be epic. I've already thought about it up here. But thank you for watching Cooking with the Robies. Until next time, See you later.